supermarkets in U.S. I am Constance Mega. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has defended the welfare packages his administration gave to judicial officers outside the Rivers State judiciary. Well, Governor Wike, who was speaking shortly after he declared open the 2022-2023 legal year, said his interventions in the judiciary brought the siting of the newly commissioned Nabo Graham Douglas Law School to the judiciary workers. The next governor in 2020 called on the friendly relationship between the executive and the judicial of government boys since 2015. Governor Wike also advised the Nigerian Administration High Court to rehabilitate its bill and hold the government to fix it for him. Meanwhile, Judge of Rivers State, Chibuzo Secretary in the last legal year, General 1 Naira revenue, Justice Chimadi, while in the super's request, said 5 criminals are still pending due to sentence of advice. Units of PP in the River Judiciary. According to Barry, so that the special court session had 10 chief judges of Bayelsa State, all state and federal court judges, as well as magistrates serving in the River State judiciary. The Speaker of River State House of Assembly, former chief judges of the state, politicians and government officials attended the event. While the legal year is always held to take stock and plan for the next judicial year with a view to improving legal practice and ensuring speedy dispensation of justice. A victim of prolonged incarceration, Charles Jaja, says the judiciary should also be blamed for congestion in correctional centers. Mr. Jaja said this while reacting to a statement by the River State Chief Judge, Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi, who during a jail delivery exercise yesterday blamed the police for congestion in the correctional center. Well, he told correspondent Emeka Otuka that he spent over 8 months in detention at the center after the case was referred to the DPP for advice.
The judiciary must take part of the blame because he accused the police and then exempted himself is what I agree with him. Because we know too well of problem in the judiciary, especially from DP angle. Even when matters are referred them under 21, which they ought to give their advice does not come out. And then you look at my experience while I was in custody, my lawyer, late Kenneth Ashote, asked for bail, considering the fact we were sent. And this matter is something that bail can be all given at the discretion of the judge. But the judge vehemently refused granting that, requesting that stay the custody. We stay for months. To be treated just maybe about 3 for months.
With that now, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC said it will expect PVCs that were approved for printing 42. Public Affairs Officer of INEC, Geraldine Ekimo, said in a sensation awarded a few Rivers Port case.
Right now we speak at PV 11, 15, 28 till 8 I remember. We're expecting all PVs that have been for 2022. Once they come, we will send out. We are assuring you of that. And we are also assuring you of a free, fair, credible election in Rivers State come 2023.
Also, Nollywood actress Hilda Dokubo, who coordinated the sensitization walk, said the aim is to educate voters in the state.
We're here because we're running the sensitization for picking up your PVCs and preparing yourself, voters education on how to vote come 2023. So this is a sensitization work, and to also speak with the INEC on what have done. They're going to receive of people here to pick up their PVCs. We are here to also tell them to please, if there are PVCs that are not ready, please be polite and give firm dates of when they can come back to pick up their PVCs.
The Dumolu Briggs campaign organization has criticized the recent appointment of 200 special assistants by Governor Nyesom Wike, describing it as vote buying in disguise. The media director of the campaign organization, Sotonye Ijuye Dagogo, said it is sad that the River State governor chose to create such appointments instead of creating real jobs for Rivers youths who are seeking for meaningful employment. Well, he urged Rivers people to reject the appointments and called on them to be vigilant and be united to defeat the plot against their collective dreams and aspirations. On his part, Professor political in Douglas was concerned over how being expended matters that are not adding value to the lives and well-being of Rivers. Mr. Douglas, while recalling the donation of buses meant for the presidential bid of Governor Wike to some states, said it would have been used to revive the state-owned transport company, RTC. Well, he urged Rivers people to rise up and take their destiny into their hands and reject the PDP in the 2023 election. President Muhammadu Buhari has sent the name of Loretta Onochie as the substantive chairman of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. The Senate President Ahmed Lawan at plenary today read the nomination letter sent to the Senate by the President, naming 14 others as members of the board, where Mrs. Onochie is currently the special advisor of social media of the President. At this time, the list of nominees for the NDDC board conference was Riverside and Advertising Agent Chukula, to nominate the representative on board. It says the notes will not tackle everything. Stay tuned. Has made a recovery of $1 billion since the inception of the President Muhammadu Buhari administration till date. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, said this today after the Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by President Buhari at the State House. Asset sectors of the economy, particularly to address poverty alleviation, has had a huge impact on poverty levels and the nation's economy. In business, an economist Peter May said the change in the redesigned Naira notes will not affect counterfeiting, as claimed by Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Emefiele. Dr. Mide, a lecturer at the Department of Economics, University of Tako, tells correspondent Uka that he had expected to see in the features of the new notes. He also said he is concerned about the cost of redesigning notes.
Mere color change of the currency is not enough for the cost that they may have incurred to be able to deal with it. I was expecting that they would deal with some feature changes which will actually affect the counterfeiting of the currency. But what I've just seen is just a color change. Let's watch and see exactly what they set to achieve, if there is going to be any significant change in the economy.
But Dr. Mede also called for an extension to avoid economic hype.
I think it won't blame the economy and so, because you look advancing when they're changing or redesigning their notes. The old notes coexist side by side with the new notes until the old notes are finally phased out. But in a situation where you are looking at this redesign in terms of just 1 month and 2 weeks, you will see that more Nigerians will suffer in terms of looking at the time it takes them to change the old note or the new note.
Well, some Nigerians have also criticized the new notes, saying the change was only in the color. Others say it will curb vote buying.
Now it's going to curb a lot of vote buying. It's not like these guys toss very humongous amount of money at home and they are well prepared to buy votes.
I just want to make a point here. I hope we know that the dollar is not beautiful. It is the value that matters. The government can change the color from something beautiful to something this appalling. Then what would they have done to the design itself? So I'm glad they did not touch the design. I'm glad it's just the color. So it's not just about redesigning the Naira note, but I think the enforcing power is the main problem.
Coming now right now, it just shows that this is a political propaganda or political view by the CBN to fast track the 2023 general election to avoid the vote buying. But I was expecting more from the side of the CBN in this Naira redesign. But totally it is so disappointing to see it's just the change of color.
Well, as you may know, President Muhammadu Buhari unveiled the redesigned Naira notes today. The old Naira notes will cease to be a legal tender from January 31st, 2023. In entertainment, Kanye West has declared his intention to run for US president in 2024 and has reportedly requested former President Donald Trump to serve as his running partner. Well, Kanye took to his Twitter and posted a poll for his fans asking what they think Donald Trump's response was when he asked him to be his running mate in 2024. In sports, Japan stunned Germany 2-1 in their World Cup opener today, punishing the four-time champions for not taking their chances after they dominated the first half. Well, earlier, the German team covered their mouths for the team photo before the match in a powerful protest against FIFA's decision to ban rainbow-themed armbands.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
Police say an employee at a Walmart supermarket in the U.S. state of Virginia has shot dead 6 people and injured 4 others. Officers were called to the scene after the gunman, who has not been named, opened fire on colleagues at the office. Well, he later turned the gun on himself and died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. While the motive is still unknown, police are not searching for anyone else in connection with the attack. And that's the news. But before we go, another look at the major stories. On the news this evening, you heard that the Rivers State Judiciary held a special session to usher in the new legal year. And INEC in Rivers State says it is yet to receive PVCs approved for printing for 2022. President Muhammadu Buhari has nominated Loretta Onoche as NDDC chairman. And on the foreign scene, an employee has killed 6 of his colleagues at a Walmart supermarket in the U.S. The news was edited by Martha Okere. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. I'm Constance Mega. Thank you so much for listening. Good evening.
This is to inform the public on the executive order RV